Hi everyone, this is Long Vo, and today I'm analyzing one of my games on chess.com. This is a 15-minute game, and I'm playing white. So my first move is e4. I'm rated 1168, and my opponent is rated 1044. So here I'm going to go with the King's Gambit. That's one of my favorite openings because it's aggressive. So I'm hoping that he takes, which is good. Now I develop the knight because I want to defend from a queen check over here. So now the knight goes here, and I guess I would like to start attacking this pawn as well. So opening up the diagonal for my bishop. Okay, so he opens the diagonal for his light square bishop. And I'll develop my bishop. So my next move is to castle kingside, or to capture his f pawn. Actually, I think I should have captured the f pawn right away to equalize there, but it's still early. So my opponent is still thinking. So he goes knight to f6, attacking my my e pawn. So I guess it gives me the opportunity to continue to develop. So knight to c3. So the queen puts more pressure on the king. So let's see. So if I advance my pawn, he takes and I take, and then I gain a tempo. So I think that's what I'll do. So even though I do like to castle and take the pawn here and start attacking on the f7 pawn, it's also about development. So it's about taking control of the center. So I am hoping that he takes my bishop here, so then I could pin the queen to the king, so I'm okay. So let's see if he falls for it. So he does. He can actually block with the knight here. So let's see. Okay, so I'll exchange. here I'm going to develop the queen. So he needs to understand that my next move is rook takes e3, pinning the queen again, so he should do something about that. But if he moves, then I can still take, and I still have an aggressive attack because later on I can double up the rooks. So I think that's the beauty of the King's Gambit. It's very aggressive, and that's why I like it. I really like this open file here, and with this weakness here, and my development is better. It's more advanced. The queen can't really go anywhere either. I think it would make sense for her to go to either c5 or b5, and if I exchanged, then he would develop the dark square bishop with a temple. So he goes to d7 instead, hoping to develop the light square bishop. So here I'm gonna take the opportunity to check. So now he would be able to castle, so and by doing this, I'm also preventing him from castling because now the bishop is hanging. My queen's being protected by the knight, so I don't mind him exchanging, and if he does, he's the one losing a temple because he's not developing anything else, right? But if I take, then he develops the light square bishop. So now I think I would really like to prevent him from so my king is pinned. I can't do that, but anyways. So he still can't castle right away, and I don't see how he could really defend the dark square bishop. So now things are equal. But I'm better developed. I'm threatening his pawn here. bishop to d7, connecting the rooks. Is there a way I can distract that knight? Maybe if I go here. So if knight takes, then I'll recapture. So So my rooks are much more active than his, and having rooks on the 7th rank here is very good because that's where all the pawns are. I would like to get both rooks there, so perhaps okay. So if I check here, he takes. Okay. So if I take, he takes. I take, he takes, I take. So 2 knights against a knight and a bishop. Maybe I should mess up his pawns. I check, he takes, he gets double pawns. And I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Okay, so I'm trying to see here if I could do anything better. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to get the bishop versus my 2 islands here, so trading with the knight here is probably not the best thing to do. I should probably trade here, and he takes back. Just keep it simple. He should take with the knight. Okay, so if I take, he takes with the knight. So if I check him first, somehow he still gets the bishop. So what if I check here? Then if he moves here, discover check. Then this is protected, so it doesn't matter. So check. So how can I checkmate him with 2 knights here? So let's see, maybe he's gonna make a mistake. Maybe take with the bishop or something like that. I think he needs to take with the knight. Okay, I think that's a mistake. So he fell for it, so good for me. So now I have to get my pawns off the light squares, so exchanging this way, I'm not sure if it's the best thing for him because he's separating his pawns. And yeah, I don't know why he did that, but anyways, I think I'm ahead here. Because my pawns are better placed than his. So now my knight can start attacking. Okay, so how do I create a pass pawn here? Is I would... Yep, so I would blockade this one. Just start pushing my king up. So what does he want to do here? I'm gonna somehow create a pass pawn. So he's centralizing his king. So he would like to get his king to attack the knight here. So I'm getting control of this square so he could still attack my knight. So I think by doing this he's helping me. So I think that's fine. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I take, and I'm still defended. So if he attacks my king, I move up. So if he takes, I take. The knight is still protected. He can go here. Then my knight would... yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I need to activate the king here. He could have just attacked me here. Let's centralize the king. So there's not much I can do about that pawn, so let's move on. Let's attack his pawns. So I'm gonna blockade one. Should just move my king. Should blockade one. Sort of forces him to make a decision. He's got no choice but to create a pawn chain this way. So his king is kind of far. So I can get to this pawn here. It's like a race for the kings. So my king can go here and move the knight, move the king here. The knight should go somewhere to prevent the king from getting too close. So I think this works out for me. So my next move would be to go to the king here and then here. I'm going here to prevent the king, take the opposition, prevent the king from passing. It's a strange game, anyways. So right there I could take right away, so that makes the most sense. And this pawn's gonna fall anyways, so he's actually helped my my attack. So if I eat this one instead, well, he's exchanging here. Okay, so I'll have a pass pawn. So I'm good. So if he goes king here, then I eat, and then I have my pass pawn here. So I think the game is won.